these are some of the principles I work with when I make a homepage. I put up my own homepage as an example. What I always do when I make a homepage is I go after this principle called one decision marketing. When I have people coming into a given site, I want them to take one decision. I don't want them to take 10 decisions. And this is not for web shops or something like that, but this is like for small and medium-sized businesses I'm talking about. So the point, the one decision I want people to take here is to get a report. Like in this video, I talk about what online marketing is, blah blah blah, and they can fill out the form to the right. With the web, like you can make the entry barrier very low. Like phone calls is one thing, but a phone call is still a medium barrier because you have to pick up the phone and you have to talk to someone. A lot of people have a fear of talking on the phone. If you can just fill out a formula or like a callback formula, that's probably one of the lowest barrier of entry you can get to, and that's what I'm trying to do here. After they fill out the formula, I will contact them, so they don't have to call me, they don't have to do anything. Just fill out the formula, and we are in connection. This concept, reciprocity, is also really important. Reciprocity means when I give something to you, you owe me something. So when I invite you to my birthday, you feel obliged to invite me to your birthday. The same when I give a round of beer to my friends on a bar, they feel obliged to give me a round of beer afterwards. That's like what the whole society is built upon, this principle. And that's the same also when you're down in the shop and the worker there come over and ask you, can I help you with something? And you say, no, I'm fine, I'm just looking. That's also because if you say yes, then you feel in your stomach that you need to pay her back in some way. So that's also what I do here. And I try to put this principle into use by providing a free report from my website. And it actually converts really well. When I give a free report, I make a customized report about your online presence. People often buy from me afterwards because I have made this thing for them, and now they know me, and I have been working a few hours for them. They want to have a meeting and we can discuss the details, and most of the time I get a sale out of it. And social proof, that's also in correlation to review. Social proof is really important. Social proof is when you don't say that you're the best yourself, but if you get other people to say it, that's social proof. So under here I have like 4 reviews of people saying Simon is okay, he's a cool guy, so you can like safely go with his services. Another important thing, and what I think is one of the best things about the web compared to normal media, that's the analytics. You can measure everything. My definition of marketing is persuade people to measurable actions. Because if you can't measure the action, then you're probably throwing money away. That's like when you talk with TV companies, so they send out offers. They say, okay, we have a reach of approximately this. Or you put like a thing in the newspaper, you don't know exactly how many people are going to read your ad. I had on P3, I had like 1 minute, I was interviewed to the Danish radio channel, and I got exactly 0 hits out of it to my website. Like I got no response from this nationwide radio channel. But when I was like mentioned in a comment on Ekstrabladet, I got 250. So that's just to say that if you can't measure it, like don't spend your money there. Don't go on radio channels if you can't measure the results from it. That's just my point of view. Yeah, I would like to take you through. I was about a case. I was looking around yesterday for plumbers, and I found this plumber who is like situated like right in the center of Copenhagen. He have no web page. And he had 1 review on the page, and it's very important for him. Like he could easily, in 4 months, more or less dominate the local search in Copenhagen for plumbers if he just like have taken the steps we talked about and start to make good content. And I'll show you some steps he can do to make a website. Like the first thing he should do was to build the website. And what I'll do there is to take the keyword of his service and put a location to it, and then a .dk. So for him it will be like plumbercopenhagen.dk, and that's probably available. I think actually I own it. The WordPress design, like WordPress is a very smart way, a very easy way to put up a web page. WordPress is like a content management system. It's like when you write content in this system, it's like Word. You just write stuff and it's going to be shown on a web page. You can get a WordPress site designed on Amino for 1,000 kronas. You can also spend a few more and get more professional people. But it's very cheap to get it up. And then he should start writing content. And he should write about all his plumber services. The important thing if you want to rank on Google is not to tell what you do, but how you do it. So instead of just listing all the things you do, let's say you're a carpenter, okay, I can build a house, I can build a kitchen, blah blah blah. Like tell them what you do when you build a house, make more content. Because if you just do a list of all your services, it's just another page for Google that just have a keyword. But if you make an article about it, if you make like a 500 words page about it, you have relevant content for them to show their visitors. And you can be like more relevant for the consumer who is searching for your services. Then again, claim your assets after you build the web page and put on your content. Do all these things with Facebook, Google+, Twitter. Put links on your website to these places again. Start to get reviews and start to offer all your clients, all your customers, discounts for reviews. Get them into Google Places. Maybe get some video reviews. Make a testimonial site on your new web page where you like put up video testimonial. Video testimonial are very powerful to get people, real people, to talk and say like, this guy is the best plumber I ever used. That's gonna heighten your conversion rate a lot. And then again, like content is king on the web. So an idea to make more content about this plumber thing is that every time you're out with a client and he asks you a question, write it down. Write all your clients' questions down, because if they ask you about it, they're probably also searching for it. And if they are asking, there are like a lot of other people thinking about this thing. So write down all the questions you get from your customers and start writing blog posts about it. Like, how do I fix plumbing myself? Blah, blah, blah. And then make blog posts about it, and you'll get a lot of content for Google that will be searchable. And again, make it shareable, so it will be easy to do with Facebook and Twitter, and they can share it on social media. As we talked about before, social media and the social signal is going to be a strong parameter in ranking in the future. Like, social signal will be much bigger, so already start now to get people to share your content. And if you're a plumber, then maybe partner with a carpenter and get him to talk about some relevant stuff and put it on your blog as well. And he will maybe share it to on his Facebook page. He will share your company. You get more likes from Google, blah blah blah, and yeah, that will definitely get you to the top of Google. And when you're there, then raise your prices. Say you're the most expensive and best. Like, play on the authority card. You're already blogging about everything there is to know about plumbing. You have all the content, and people will find you. You will get a lot of your business way if you do this right, and it's not that hard actually. And especially when you get people to do your website, and you have a system like WordPress that is like what you see is what you get when you do web pages there. I had this case about a river pool and spa in Florida. It's like a pool company that set up a pool in Florida. And he did exactly just this, and he's now like the most visited pool site in the world, and he get people like from all across the states coming to his place and getting him to set up pools, just by taking, all he did was like write down his customer's question and make content about it.